Hello Wildcats, this is Weber Cooks, and today we're doing chili cheese nachos. We start with a can of chili and open it up. And then the cheese sauce, we just take off the lid and we pop these both in the microwave. And we set the microwave for 4.5 minutes. And when that's done, we'll put them in a bowl and mix it
Buck
up.
a duck, follow
we'll
her.
have a dip for 3 to 6 people. Okay, the things are done. You got to be careful because the cheese sauce is really hot and the chili is hot also. We mix them both together and you open this up and have some on a plate, and there you have it, a dip that will satisfy a small group, and this will run you about $6. But when you figure that it will feed anywhere from 3 to 6 people, it will only cost you $1 or $2 per person. And I'm Stephen Reed, and this was Weber Cooks.
Guys, I saw Telly do this last week, and I must admit I feel like a complete heel, but I didn't say something myself. So, happy birthday, Bisque's mom. Oh, and also happy birthday, Kakai Bob. It's Desperate Losers.
Happy birthday, one and all. We are back doing our thing. With me, as always, you know her, Chris Creature. Chris Creature, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Just all
It's a
right?
beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I had some jam this morning before we started the show. Jam on bread.
Ooh.
It was homemade jam, cranberry jam that I actually infused with some pine from our Christmas tree, which we cut down.
You just
How
sticking your
charming,
Christmas tree
dude!
into
When it
your
comes to,
jams?
I'm a food alchemist sometimes, dude. I mix things together. You wouldn't think that they make gold, but they make gold.
Wow. Well, all right. You learn something every day. I learned today. We're looking at a record from the Desperate Losers collection. This could be one of the ones that you take home. This is a Portuguese folk record, and I learned from this record cover that the Portuguese just sit in piles of corn. Don't know why, but they do it. We got a lot of stuff going on today, Chris. We had a little bit of action on the old hotline because
Woohoo! Hotline
put up-
action.
I put up a bunch of posters around Brooklyn, and we've got someone who we're going to call back a little bit later. So we'll do that. We also have Howard sort of kind of beat me to this, but we do have a birthday that happened this week. We celebrate. Go ahead and hit that.
Happy birthday
Cat Guy Bob.
from all your friends at
Desperate Losers.
So there you have it. It's Cat Guy Bob's birthday. He got, I think, 10 points for it being his birthday. So now that is an institutionalized thing. You get 10 points if you tell us it's your birthday. Yeah. Nice to see it. Always nice to see. Oh, Liza VP in the chat. Welcome back, Liza. It's been a minute. Yeah, give Liza 5 points. Why not?
Just for showing up.
Just for showing up. Just for showing up. Let that be a lesson to you, viewer. If you just stop watching this show for a long time and then come back, we'll throw points at you. But we will punish those who watch on a regular basis.
And the
We've
punishment will continue until the morale improves.
Exactly. We have a new game that I'm very excited to do.
So exciting.
So when you call in today, if you have, it's called Ghosted. If you have a ghost story, or if you have like a bad first date story, a story of being ghosted by someone, a bad relationship story, nothing like tragic. We're not looking for trauma, but just something funny and fun. If you've got a story like that, you can now win points for that story, and you could win a lot of points. The maximum number of points you can win playing Ghosted is 70. It might be one of the highest points award winning games possible.
As usual, Junior Milkshake has constructed an elaborate set of rules by which the points will be told out.
Yeah, you can't have a normal conversation with us without us trying to monetize it into our point system. And speaking of that point system, we should probably take a look at that leaderboard.
Let's do it.
There he is, Sleeve McDykel with
High atop.
10,009 points, but resting a little less comfortably. With Shifty on his heels with 1,028.5. Sun King just behind with 1,001 points. Actually, I feel like Sun King's point. Oh, these points are off. I never fixed this from last time, Chris. I forgot to do that. I'm adding that to my list. Our leaderboard is broken. Tell me, who are the leaderboards? You have access to the doc. Who are the leaders right now?
I sure do. So right now, Poostu is right behind Steve McDykel. And by right behind, I mean almost 8,400 points behind. But still, right behind Poostu, we've got Shifty Merchant, of course, with his new name, I suppose. Then right behind Shifty, like really nipping at his heels with about 40 points behind, Sun King, our occult savant, our knower of things.
Yes.
And then, rounding out the top 10, we have Vis in right after Sun King, Avi coming up right behind, not too far, and then our good buddy Bone Amputee.
Nice. Wow, there are your top 10. Let's take a look at the prize wall, because I owe you guys a prize. the last prize on the board. And I don't have it for you. But let's take a look at what we got, and we'll talk about that.
Desperate losers.
Prize wall! Christ alive, there's only one hidden prize left.
And actually, Pustu has unlocked this prize already. And I have some ideas about what this prize should be. But this is going to be the last new prize for a little bit. We might retool the wall, in like a month or two and give you all new prizes. But rather than decide what the last prize is, I want to offer you, the viewer, an opportunity to decide what should we give away for 1,500 points. So as we talk to you today, as you call in, I want to hear what you want for prizes. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that phone line now, 917-524-7853. Call in. We want to hear from you. I want to hear your ghost stories. I want to hear what kind of prizes you want. And no surprise, that first caller is Avi. Avi, welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
What's up?
What's new and
Brain's a
different?
little mushy.
Well, that's all right, Avi. Do you have what do you got for us today? Oh, nothing. He has a lost call. Ooh! Am I seeing Pelican yawning in the chat? Am I seeing Shifty's very own doctor?
Yes. Yes, the doctor who apparently just gives out drugs and says, "Don't worry about it, man."
Yeah, they said don't do drugs, and they gave him more drugs, I think was the story.
Okay, so it's some weird combination of Nancy Reagan and Chief Marin.
Yeah, Shifty doxed his own doctor and then basically besmirched him. Avi, try calling back again. It should work. I don't know what happened there. What was I going to say? Oh, there he is. Avi, can you hear us?
That was very odd.
Yeah, you probably just had like a bad signal or something, pal.
All right.
What do you got for us?
So, what's up with you?
Well, same old, same old. We're here,
Just Thursday,
avoiding the real world. We're doing. Avi's got a bad connection. You know what? While we're waiting for Avi to figure that out, Chris, let's get some numbers in play.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you got for me on the winning numbers? Give me 2 winning numbers and then your guess as to whether we will win or lose the bonus game. Very popular option to say we're going to lose. I think we're going to win. I really believe it. I think this is a winner for us. I'm feeling it.
You know what? I think it is too.
And let's guarantee it's a winner. I'm going to put on a little bit Llama Clientes. Get that going. I did something interesting with the new flyers that I put up, Chris. I put the time of the show on, so there is every possibility. Ooh, this one smells funky. There's every possibility that we will actually get some phone calls, some random phone calls from New Yorkers calling during show hours. That's what I'm hoping for.
I would love that.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of numbers. I'm not seeing a win or a loss. Let's just get it out of the way though. We'll figure it out.
We've got Pelican
Hey!
yawning.
Hey!
Did we?
We won $1.
Hey!
We won $1. I feel like that's not going to get the full tally, but ding, ding, ding.
And some points for Pelican yawning.
And some points for Pelican yawning. Oh, I didn't see anyone guessed. Avi, is your phone
Let's
working?
see if that works now.
I hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes. Can we just get to the game in case something happens?
Yeah. Here's what I need to know from you, Avi. Do you have a ghost story for us? Do you have a complaint, or would you like to play a pre-qualifying game? And if that's the case, I need a number for you, 1 through 3.
Damn, I was hoping to say I wanted the one with questionable films.
Well, everything is a
3.
game of chance today. 3. You picked the
3
right
is the
one.
magic number.
You.
Time to play the filthiest game on Twitch. Rated R or X?
Avi, I like that you're
Having bad
eager
luck
for this
so
game.
far, so
I like that you're eager for this game because you so hated the game that it replaced. Dog toy, baby toy, sex toy.
this is so hard.
It is. Is this a porn face or is this an action movie face?
It's not just a porn face. It's a porn actor face.
Yes. Although you never know, people go back and forth between those worlds. Let's not buttonhole people.
And who knows? This could be a soft R. It could be an intense, a soft X or an intense R.
Yeah. What we're really looking for is X or not. You know, there are PG films in the mix sometimes on rated R, rated X, but
No,
it is
yeah,
always going to
I'm
be
going
rated
with-
X or not.
I'm going with Chad. I'm just going to say X.
You're going X. Let's find out if chat led you astray. It is. It's rated X. It is
Nice.
from 1981's Pandora's Mirror.
That's a classy title.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've said before, I don't really watch these when I get them for this game, but I do end up scrubbing through them, looking for the faces that could go one way or another. And as best I can tell, Pandora's Mirror seems to be about a young woman buying a magic mirror in a junk shop and then stepping through that mirror to fuck people in various time periods. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
sounds
I
about
feel
right.
like that feels like it would be a New York Times bestseller. Now, isn't that basically like The Time Traveler's Wife? And isn't that Outlander? Isn't that the plot of Outlander?
you know what? I feel like Outlander might have stolen this. So, Avi, you are a winner on this, which means you get to decide what we do next. Now, we have a lot of ways we can go here. You can play Larry King 5, so you can play The Price is All Correct, or I can give you 5 scratches on this Scratchingo eligible set for life. What are you feeling,
I was
man?
gonna do the set for life because there's no way I'd know anyone from Larry King 5.
Oh, Avi.
Oh,
Don't sell
I
yourself
doubt that.
short. You got that, like, infinite film brain, you know? You're not going to
Yeah,
know
but what
Margot
I-
Kidder
my
if you see a
blind
Margot
spot-
Kidder?
My blind spot is actually faces.
Well, that's tough.
Ah.
That's tough with Larry King 5s. So I hear you. I'm actually going to give you 6 scratches, Avi. I'm going to... Actually, no. You decide. Would you like all of the winning numbers, all 6 scratches, or would you like 5 prize scratches?
I'll do 5 prize scratches.
Let's do it. Let's find out what the prizes are. You tell me where you want them. I'm going to scratch the prizes, and then we'll decide what order we reveal them in.
Let's just go nice and neat. Let's do the entire top row.
Entire top row. All right. I like it. Real easy. This one. Ooh. Big money. 50 thou.
Ooh, 50. Wow.
Yeah. Middle class income for a year. $50. 10. That's break even for us. 20. Double our money. And another 10. Let's do the 10s first, Avi. This first 10 all the way on the right. What do you think it is? And let's get those guesses in, chat. Get them in. These are all, by the way, Scratchingo eligible, so someone could win 100 points if they get Scratchingo. I feel like we're gonna see a Scratchingo today.
We're flying blind. I'm going to say 15.
15. I like it. I like a 15. What do you got for me, chat? By the way, the top prize, other than being executive producer of the show, the wallet, still in play. Comes with a certificate of Desperaticity. Wallet
I love that
made
certificate.
of all of our losing scratchers, and it comes preloaded with a bunch of Kojak cards. That's a 600 point value. Pooh Stew doing all those guesses. Like it.
Kojak Horseman.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's a 36. 38. Chris, did anyone have a 38?
High roller.
No.
Well, wait, if we don't know the winning numbers,
mouse in your fan.
We don't
what
know
do
the
you
winning
think
numbers.
The odds are. So what are the odds that we end up inadvertently selecting a winner?
You know what I'm going to say, Avi. 100%. 100% chance that this card's a winner. I always believe they're winners. Let's do the next.
So we know it goes high.
Yeah, we know it goes high. This one probably goes to 50. I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna say 25 for the one on the right, the one to the left.
Oh, so you're saying this $10 spot here is a 25? Get those guesses in, chat. Have you seen any good movies lately? While we're waiting for those guesses.
Superman.
Ooh, tell me about it. What did you like about it?
Yeah, we watched. Did you see it? We just watched the trailer last night.
Superman is worth it. It is worth seeing on the biggest screen imaginable.
Oh.
And the action is top notch. I think James Gunn really knows how to make superhero movies.
Man,
Glad to
Lloyd
hear.
Kaufman must hate it, kind of, right? Like, that guy worked at Troma.
Wait. This isn't really a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but if you can try and spot Lloyd in the movie.
It is not shocking to me at all that he's.
Let's take a look at that 10. Avi, how many stars you giving it?
Lightly. I'd say 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Ooh. This is a 28.
That was close. I was close.
You were very close.
Eerie
Chris, is this
how that
going to do it for anyone?
We've got some close ones, but 28 doesn't actually do it for anybody.
Oof.
You're all a bunch of ditch-dwelling hobgoblins. I know that.
That'll be a point for Shifty. Going to the $20 one now. Avi, what are you feeling?
Oh, Viscotch Scritchingo.
Oh! Hello! And of course I don't have that cue. I forget to put that one in. That's 100 points.
The best part.
Well, we got to verify that. Chris, can you verify?
Sure.
That, this is a Scritchingo for Vis. We're gonna have to pause the action because this is big points here. Vis could be well on his way to getting this Portuguese folk album. You like Portuguese folk music, Avi?
Who doesn't?
I don't really know much Portuguese folk music.
Oh,
I'm sure that's a whole rabbit hole.
It is. It is.
All right,
You
hold
got
on.
your
I'm just-
accordion, you got your guitar, you got your guy marching around with a pathetic little bass drum. Everything you'd want out of an album, really.
Okay, I'm gonna.
If we're talking movies, I'm pretty much booked for all of July. They got They got the New York Asian Film Festival this month. They got Japan Cuts.
Ooh.
And a couple other events. I'm going to the Found Footage Fest show on the 19th.
Oh, we're going. I don't know what day we're going. I can't remember what day we're going. Maybe it might be the 19th.
Is the one in Brooklyn?
I'll have to ask the missus. Yeah, the one at the Bell House. We're going to that.
Oh, nice. We'll see you there.
I will see you there. I'm very excited about that. Those guys are great. They also have, I think, one of the best streaming shows out there. If you're not looking for another show that has Desperate Losers vibes, theirs is excellent.
Yeah, it really is.
The VCR party.
Yeah, it's great. I love the Saturday morning one they do with the cartoons. It's excellent.
I'm just gonna. I don't want to say any guarantees. But if you watch an episode, there's one episode of VCR Party, and I saw them workshop this at a live show. There might be a Telly Savalas clip in there.
Ooh.
Hey,
well, you know
that's a good one.
Do we have a 9?
A 9 in the
Yeah,
Scritchingo?
I'm not seeing it in the Scritchingo notes, but that doesn't mean that.
Visk, are you counting one of your 9s as a Scritchingo winning? Let us know, and we'll figure that out. We'll get you
Yeah,
those
he
100
is.
points. $20 one. Yeah, it could have been a lotto number. Hold on, I got the old one here. Is there a 9? Yes, it is. There is a 9. There's a
Okay,
9.
great. Yeah, he's got it.
That's it. Excellent. Well, let's get him.
Who loves you, baby? I do.
As
Excellent.
I've mentioned, the Q is indeed the best part.
It is. What do you have a hint as to what it's from?
Let's look into that.
Very curious. Very curious about it. There's a lot of great telly clips.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is from the end of a Kojak episode that was a Christmas episode. And at the end of it, he goes, "Who loves you, baby, one and all." $20 one. Avi, what do you think it is?
I was going to say 17.
17. All right. Get your guesses in if you haven't done the big list. I think Really Serial was doing them one at a time. I thought I saw. Get them in, and I'll give that a scratch. 33 from Sun King. 20 from Really Serial. Let's take a look. It's a 30. Ooh, that's galling. Chris, did anyone have 30?
I'm just checking now. No, we do not have a 3-0.
Ooh. Let's do. How about the $50 one, Avi? What do you think? $50. 50
I'm going with 16.
16. Sweet 16.
I'm just not feeling that. I feel like doing something close with it to the other numbers is a fool's errand. Trying to trick you.
Yeah. Really Serial. Get that guess in. Let's scratch this thing.
Viscu's asking if he's going to get rid of his card or if he starts from scratch. With none of the numbers.
We're going to give him a new card.
We're going to give him a new card.
Yeah,
I have to give him and Shifty a new card.
Yeah. Oh, did Shifty win?
No, because Shifty won. Oh, no, he thought he won. He didn't, right? That was the deal?
Yeah, I think that was the deal. That feels like a classic Shifty. Or maybe he thought he won and we thought he didn't win and then he did win. It's a 19. Did anyone have a 19?
Shifty did win and he got a new card.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool.
There you go. Shows you how good our memory is. You know, a trial
It's
with
terrible.
Shifty. It's a real 50-50 proposition. Anybody have that 19, Chris? I think it's a no. I think it's a no.
It is a no.
Here's the big money. Avi, what do you think it is? And if you get this right, Avi, I'm going to commit right now to giving you $2,000 of this $50,000 if it's a winner and you get it correct.
All I can think of is lucky number 7.
I love it. Lucky number 7. Sun King, Really Serial. I think you were the only two doing them one at a time. Get them in. Let's find out what the 50 thou is. There they are. 23 from Cat Guy Bob, 13 from Really Serial, 22 from Sun King. Let's find out. Let's find out. It's a 39. I think no one got that one either.
No. I don't think we thought it would go up that high.
No, I feel like this card must go to 50. It must, right? It makes sense.
Question is, what are the winning
$5,000
numbers?
What are the winning numbers? I think we're gonna do those last. You know, and it takes us a good long while to do the Scrichingo card. You know, so we may not know if this is a winner for like a month. Who knows? Who knows? Although if you guys do particularly well in the pre-qualifying games, maybe we'll find out today.
This is the kind of thing like do the whole arc.
Yes.
Suspense.
Yes. We're all about narrative suspense here. Avi, do you have any ghost stories before I let you go?
Not yet. I mean, a couple of family members have died, but
okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
And there's always that potential.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope if you see a ghost, that it's a nice experience. Maybe at some point when we play Ghosted, I'll tell you the story.
I'm still trying to figure out like if I have a mouse in my apartment or not, and how it got in, because I've kind of run out of explanations.
Ooh, maybe it's a ghost mouse.
You're gonna want to check where the heat comes in. That's where they always come in.
Oh, that might
check
be
the hole by the radiator, man. You get the spray. There's a special spray foam knock that mouse right out.
Because it's hard to say, but if the radiator is like goes through the wall into the kitchen, that might actually be it. I don't even know it's a mouse because all I see is like this brown thing scurrying.
Oh, that's a mouse.
So fast that I can't see it.
A rat, you would know because it's so big.
Yeah.
Do you think it might, like, you think it's something more exotic? You think maybe it's like a vole or a shrew?
Ooh, all the things you find in an owl pellet.
Yeah.
We should do an owl pellet on the show. That would be a good activity, Chris.
Yes, I actually saw one in the wild recently, and I was really excited, but we couldn't touch it because it was at the state park.
Oh.
But yeah, no ghost stories yet.
No ghost stories
Hopefully
yet.
I get one. I need some sort of like, I need to get one so I at least have like a sense that there's something else out there.
Well, Avi, when you do your nightly prayers, just ask for a ghost, tell the ghost it's worth a lot of points on Desperate Losers, and you'd like to see it.
Get the seance out.
Yeah.
The
we should do
Ouija
seance,
board.
too. You know what? Give Avi 3 points, because we have gotten 2 great ideas for segments on this show. We're going to do owl pellets. We're going to do a seance. Maybe we should do a seance after we've done the owl pellet for the thing. I feel like the skeletons from an owl pellet, great prizes. You know, we'll do it like it's middle school. We'll paste them to like a piece of cardstock. You know, we'll sign it. That's a great prize. Avi, actually, one last thing before you do actually go. What would you like? What kind of prize would you like to see for 1,500 points? What do you think is a fair, good prize you want to see? That is better.
Oh,
better.
God.
It's got to be better than a wallet that is literally made of Desperate Losers history.
I have not thought about that at all.
All right.
I actually don't have any ideas right now, except to say that the seance thing, just calling it Dispirited Losers.
Ooh.
2 points. Chris, give Avi another 2 points. Round it out to a 5.
You got it.
All right.
Avi,
I
you're our
gotta go.
official
I'm waiting
title.
for the exterminator.
All right, good luck. Bye.
Ooh, perfect time to close the call with that musical cue.
Yes. You know, Chris, would you be... I feel like I was talking to a friend about this a few years back, about what the most annoying kind of ghost would be. And it's mice. Having mice, the ghosts of mice, in your house would be so terrible. Because they'd be leaving ghost poop everywhere, which you could never clean up, because it's not material. And they would be, you know, just squeaking in the walls. Not scary, but just very annoying. Can't get rid of them. It's like the worst of a mouse with the worst of a ghost.
Oh no, I'm worried about this new crop of modern ghosts, if I'm being honest, you know, like I just feel like all of a sudden you have some like whiny Gen Xer in the corner who's just, you know, bumming out about the lack of Dunkaroos and
Yes. Oh, we got Visk. Visk! How's it going? Do we have Visk?
Nah, he's pocket dialing us.
There he is. Visk, welcome.
I heard you're looking for ghost story.
Ooh, we are. But before you tell us the ghost story, we have an exciting new branding package around that. Let me hit that.
Okay.
This is now Ghosted, Visk. So you could tell us any kind of story you want here. This can be a story about you getting ghosted by someone. It could be a ghost story. This is stuck. I don't know why this is happening. It's haunted. This segment is haunted. It was working earlier. It's just going nuts here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna figure this out. This this is going wrong in the most terrible way possible. Sorry about that.
Terrible or awesome?
Yeah, this much ballyhooed graphics package just decided to fuck me.
Oh, perhaps it's haunted?
It is haunted. It is haunted. There are ghosts within Ghosts. So you may have caught a little peek of it. There are some points that go along with it. So what's going to happen, Visk, is you're going to tell us your story. Then I'm going to have everyone in the chat rate it 1 to 5. And based on their aggregate rating of it, I'm going to assign you potentially a whole heck of a lot of points.
So my story isn't spooky or even scary at all. It's just fucking hilarious based on the timing of how everything transpired for it. But this was in 2007 to 2008 at my last residence where I lived. I was renting a one-room in a really nice ranch in the same town I'm in now from a gentleman who knew my family for a long time. And it was nice. But when I moved in, I had my old desktop. It was still an old Dell desktop. And this is back in the day when we still had something called AOL Instant Messenger, if you recall that.
Yes, I do. With its very loud door opening sound.
I'll get to that. But since I wasn't paying electricity where I was staying, I let my computer just run idle all day whether I was home or not. And I left the speakers on. And I'd have Instant Messenger on in the same time, and I had a lot of people on my list, so constantly you'd be hearing door openings and door shuttings. And I had forgotten that my roommate/landlord, he started having people move into the house because earlier in that year, his father died. And he kept thinking his father was opening and slamming the door.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
This went on for 4 months.
Oh, my God! Hold on. I've got a clip of that sound. Let's see if it'll go. It's not going. This is garbage. Everything is haunted today, Visk.
And finally, he heard the sound while I was at home. And I had to explain to him the software.
Oh, no!
And he was so relieved because he thought his father was haunting him for taking in tenants.
That's
wow! I feel like I would, if I was haunted by my father, I would sort of be comforted by that. That's the sound. That's all the aim sounds. One right after another. Yes.
And when he told me the story, I did the worst thing you could think of. I started laughing.
Oh, no!
But that's what got me to correct the problem, and thankfully he was a good sport, but...
Oh, man.
Oh, man, it's worth remembering that story going forward.
That is
This whole
rough.
topic got me reminding of it.
That is rough! Oh my God! The ending to that reminds me of, I had a friend who, so it was election night, 2016. Of course, we all thought we were going to wake up to a different world than the one that we all actually woke up to. And as, like, that New York Times needle was showing that Trump was going to win, and everyone in this bar that we were watching the election results in was just going quiet, my friend decided to tell me that he and his wife were going to have their first child. And my first reaction to him, Visk, was I looked him in the eyes and I said, I'm so sorry. Oh, I wasn't wrong.
No, you were not.
But a bad reaction to have. A terrible, terrible reaction to have. Visk, you may not realize this, but you were about to win a lot of points. I'm seeing a lot of high numbers go by. Let's take a look at our little points chart here, if it's not too bad. So there it is. 1 through 5, the average score. If you score an average of 5, you'd win 50 points. 4 will win you 20. We're going to round. We'll round like the normal way. So if you get like a 4.5, we'll count it as a 5. Extra spooky or embarrassing, an extra bonus 10 points. I think you've got that. There is a extra spooky, embarrassing thing going on there. That's going to be 10 points. There was a plot twist in your story. That is going to be another 5. And I feel like we did learn something about the human condition. So before we even get to your base points, Visk, you have won all of the bonus points. That is 20 points.
Nice.
Chris is diligently looking through those scores. We're going to add those up. We're going to average them. You may have ended up... Wow. You're saying it's a 50, Chris?
Yes.
70 points for Visk. Holy shit. Fisk.
Not a bad start for this game, huh?
An
Love you,
amazing
baby.
start.
I do.
Amazing start. Wow. You're leaving some very big shoes to fill. And I feel like that is a grand slam. You can decide where we go now, Fisk. What do you want to do? Do you want to play Larry King Fives? Do you want to play The Price is All Correct? Would you like some scratches on the Scratchingo qualifying set for life? What do you want to do?
I have an empty board now, so I got to start over again. Let's get some more Scratchingo numbers on.
Let's
I do have
do
a
it.
question. Since I got
Yes.
one of the 28, it's the one that happened after the 28 count for me.
Oh. I think probably everything that we scratched after you won, it does count on your new card when we get you that new card.
I got the new card, so was it the 30 that's after the 28?
This is an incredibly winning day for you. You should go out and buy a real lottery ticket.
I might.
Yeah. Visk, I'm giving you 5 scratches. There are 10 spots. We want to do prize spots. We're saving those winning numbers for last. So where do you want them? Where do you want them?
Let's do the bottom row in that case.
Let's do it. Let's take a look at what these prizes would be. Another 50 grand. Ooh, big money there. Same offer for you, Visk. If you get this one right and we win the 50 grand, I'll give you 2 grand.
Okay.
Buy you a new computer.
Buy me a couple
20
new
bucks?
computers.
1,000. Would turn my nose up at $1,000.
Are you going to want my 5 numbers in a row at once, or do you want to give them one at a time this time?
Give them in a row.
Let's do the rows. I think that's easier for Chris. Everybody, give me 5 numbers. We're going to scratch them all in ascending order of value. The grand prize is here, Visk. Which, you know what? If we win $5,000 a week, Visk, I'll give you $2,000 on top of that. I'll buy you a computer if we win that.
Sounds good to me. I told you guys my mother actually won that Win for Life when I was a baby, right?
No!
Yeah, when the month I was born, my mother bought 3 Win for Life scratch tickets. One for herself, one for her sister, one for her mother. She decided, fuck it, I'm greedy, and scratched all 3 herself, and on the 3rd ticket, she hit the Win for Life.
Whoa! So is
Wow.
she still getting money?
She's still getting $1,000 a month for life.
Wow! That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. Visk, you got to figure out a way to
Inherit it.
get a yeah, exactly.
It's not like a rent stabilized apartment. It's not like you
Yeah,
can take
it
over
is.
somebody's life
A
ticket.
set for life is the red stabilized apartment of lottery tickets.
So they do tax her, so she's getting actually $650 a month after that.
Well, you know what? $650 a month is still $650 a month. If we were making $650 a month on this show, we could probably afford to do a second episode.
You wouldn't have to be in debt.
Exactly. We could be better breaking even. We'll do the 20 first. Oh, Visk, give me your 5 numbers. I'm gonna let me get them in there.
My numbers are 2, 13.
Hold on,
22,
just a second.
30,
I gotta get it.
Sorry.
2.
Yep. 2,
Yep.
13.
Yep.
30, 22,
22.
and 34.
And 34. It was Nickelodeon when I was a child.
Pustu says, Visca, you should just change your name to your mom's name.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, that's a good move, Visk. Get your name legally changed to your mom's name. Have you let your mom know, by the way, that Telly Savalas and now Howard Cosell have wished her a happy birthday?
Yes, I have.
How do you explain Desperate Losers to your mom? I'm very curious about that.
God, that should be a question we ask everyone, because it's
Yeah,
so difficult.
How do you explain Desperate Losers to your mother, Visk?
Very easily, because it's me talking to her. So I just said, my weird friends are doing weird shit again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. We are your weird friends, Visk. We're going to look at the 20. It's a 7. That's not going to do it for Visk.
It does it for Raw Django, though.
Oh! Raul Django is kind of like a sleeper Sun King. You know? Raul Django has been racking them up.
And we're doing 5 points right now, right?
Yeah, we're doing... no, 10 points. 10 points on
Okay.
these. You know, guessing a number, that's tough. We'll do 10s. Let's take a look at the 500. 24. Not going to do it for Visk. Chris, anyone out there have a 24?
Yes, bone amputee.
Bone amputee. Like it. Taking a look at the... You know what I love about scratching the prizes first? I feel like I could win all of these, right? Like, all these numbers are going to be there. We're going to win the 50 grands. We're going to win the life. We're going to win them all.
You know, I got a dog on my foot and a cat by my ankle, and I gotta say that I'm feeling optimistic about it. There's no better place to be than with my animals and with all you nerds scratching.
A dog
tickets.
on your foot and what was the other thing?
A cat at my wrist.
Cat at your wrist. This is like a Weird Al version of a Willie Nelson song, I feel like. Let's take a look at the 1,000. Just a 2. That will do it for Visk.
Yay!
Nice.
10 points for you, Visk. Wow, what a winning day. What a winning day. Definitely buy a lotto ticket, Visk. Get a set for life. It's in your blood, man.
I also appreciate that you added Visk's mom to the leaderboard.
Well, she did get some. She
You
got her birthday
did,
points.
didn't you? I had a feeling this was going to happen.
Well, you know, it was her birthday. We're giving out birthday points, so Visk's mom, of course, had to get birthday points. We're taking a look at the 50 grand now. It's a 22. That will also do it for Visk.
And
That would have done it for strings on my last card as well.
God damn. Visk, where are you on your new Skrchenko card?
I've got 2 in a row on one side already. 2 sides, actually.
Nice. You know, Chris, when I designed those Skrchenko cards, I really should have made Paul Lynn the center square. I don't know why I didn't think to do that.
It's so funny. I was just thinking about Paulin yesterday.
Yeah.
I would have gone Charles Nelson Riley myself.
Well, Charles Nelson Riley is more of a staple of match game than he is of
That's right,
Hollywood
yeah.
Squares. I love Charles Nelson Riley, though. Amazing director, great writer.
I would love
Great
to have
Weird Al
seen.
song based on him too.
Yes.
I would have loved to see his one-man show.
Oh, The Life of Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking at that last one. The big money for us is a 32. Anybody have that?
I'm just double-checking because we've got some stuff that's kind of close, but no.
Fisk, you're not going to qualify for the 2 grand, but you will qualify for 2 grand off of this 50 grand here with the 22. If I win this 50 grand, Visk, $2,000 of it is yours.
Cool.
And then you know what? If I win, you know what the real treat for the audience is? You get to find out. Am I honorable? Will I give Fisk 2 grand? I will.
I just thought the best thing would be out of debt.
We'll be out of debt, but you'll also get a nice little bonus there, and not only that, but we'll have money to blow on this show. I could license us real music.
Nah.
You could.
Yeah.
But we have all the benefits of you combing through pornography to get the music because now we have a new game.
That's true, and we wouldn't have, as we're listening to now, the wonderful Wurlitzer sounds of Rudy Rosa. Visk, thank you so much for calling.
Happy to. It was a fun one.
Catch you later.
Yeah. Good
Sounds
run
good.
on that.
Right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Vince.
So we did get a call that we should maybe deal with.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Should
I think we
call that
should.
person back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm calling this person. I gotta prepare to hang up because I don't want to hear their name on voicemail if it goes to voicemail. Ooh, check out Really Serial's card. Really Serial might have just gotten Scritchingo.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, well, that's a shame. Maybe that person will call us back. If that person had picked up, that would have been 100 points for the orphans.
Ooh.
Yes. However, since that person did not pick up, you, of course, can call in at 917-524-7853 is the number to play. Desperate Losers, a lot of games still open. Visk just won 70 points for telling us a very sad
we've got two
and funny...
Scritchingos.
Whoa! Holy shit! Sun King.
Okay. Yep, we've got one there for Really Serial.
That's a win for Really Serial?
Yep.
That's a classic win graphic from our away but always remembered New York Matt. He should be back at some point. I believe it in my heart. I believe it in my guts.
Okay, so Sun King is confirmed, and Pustu also confirmed here.
Whoa! All right. Well, I'll just do one graphic for both of them. Sorry, guys, but the graphics will never end if I don't mix them together.
Who loves you, baby? I do.
That graphic also seems to be haunted. I don't know what's going on today.
And what is Chingo is 100 points, isn't it?
100 points, yeah.
All
That's gonna be 100 points for a bunch of people.
Yeah, sure is. God. And I'm issuing some new cards too, guys. So you just check your inboxes in the Discord.
Yeah, and you know what? There's some other points that we have to award too. We've not talked about this, but we did get some graphics from folks posting our wonderful little signs. Let's take a look at that. There you have it. This is 2 from Really Serial. Newsstands. That's a good... You know what? If you're thinking to yourself, where can I put the signs? Because it's 20 points for every one you put up. And if you don't know this, if you don't know about the signs, you can find the signs at our Blue Sky. At desperatelosers.bluesky.social, or if you're part of our Discord, there's a bunch more on there. But 20 points for every single one of these you put up in your town with a picture sent to us at our email address, desperatelosers2@aol.com. Really Serial sent 2 here. So that's going to be 40 points total. And Really Serial has not gotten the 100 for someone who's willing to come on air, but I can say definitively that apart from the ones that we put up in New York, which it's kind of not fair to compare to, because I'm putting up like 50 plus at a time, we get so many calls off of Really Serials. So many. You know, probably like the best like flyer to call or text ratio that I've seen anywhere. You know, I feel like Really Serial put one up in a bar. Really Serial put one up outside of a strip club that was in a shed. Really Serial put one up in a strange back alley where there was like a dookie on the floor. And now newsstands. So all of these, very viable, very good places to think about putting them. You know? Food for thought, 20 points a pop. If you're thinking, how do I get some of those prizes? How do I get the 1,000 points to get the Desperate Loser's wallet with a certificate of Desperaticity? So, you know, folks out there could be collecting lottery tickets, making fake Desperate Losers wallets. You don't have to worry about anyone ever claiming your wallet is fake, because you have, signed by me, this certificate of Desperaticity that will come with your beautiful wallet. There's also a secret inside the wallet, if you get it, which I have not revealed.
It's one of Eric's secrets. Chris. Yes.
What does the leaderboard look like now? Who's there's a lot of points going around.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that the folks who have been winning with the points situation, they've been, you know, things have sort of, there's been an equal rise, I feel like. There's been no major upsets this morning.
So a tide lifting all boats.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
But which is the best boat of all, Chris? I mean, after Sleeve McMichael,
of course. The boat of the orphans, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, we're talking about metaphorically.
I'm talking about numbers. I don't care about human qualities.
Pooh Stew is still in second. I will say Sun King has edged Shifty out just by a little bit, but it's neck and neck. It really is neck and neck.
Ooh, Sun King edging Shifty. Sun King also long-time chatter, long-time active member of the Discord, doesn't call in. All of this magic happens in silence. Definitely our most mysterious person. That number, if you want to call in, though, 917-524-7853. We're playing all sorts of games. We're taking ghost stories. We're looking at old stills that are possibly from pornographic movies. We could get a nice Larry King 5s going. But while we're waiting for that call, while we're waiting for it, let's get some numbers in here. I wanna do the winning numbers last. I feel like that's a winning move for us. A lot of drama. It keeps me invested in the card until the very end. I want 5 numbers from the chat. 5 numbers from the chat. Let's see the numbers on this bonus 5 times. So we could win up to $5,000.
Man, it would just be great for the show to be in the black.
Yes.
I'm not saying I want to make money. I'm not.
No.
You know, because my 9-year-old the other day asked me who pays us to do Desperate Losers, and I got to give him credit for that.
Liza, give us 4 more numbers. We need 5 from you. Liza, also call in. You know, you haven't called in a while. I'll give you 200 points if you call in, Liza. Always love to hear your voice. We're getting those numbers in. Chris throwing them in for the orphans. I like that you're committed to Raul Django giving them to us in feet.
That makes sense if you.
They're all measurements in a way. All right, measurements of worth. Let's find out. We're scratching for $5,000. First one's $5,000. Second one, a measly $2, but a double on our investment here. 50 over here. 15 and 5. There you have it. The amount of money we're gonna win. Take a look at the 2 first. Oh, this one already won for us. We already got that $1. So
that's true.
Anything beyond this is profit. It's all profit from here.
Just profit. Just
we've recouped our cost. Ooh, there's a
Oh,
profit.
finally.
There's an 18. Someone has to have an 18. That's a classic Desperate Losers number.
Who, as per usual, has it?
Love it. Pooh Stew. Anybody else?
No.
All right, let's take a look at the next one. $5.
Oh, Shifty. I keep
Oh,
forgetting
Shifty.
that's him now.
Yeah, Shifty. It's just Shifty's name in French.
Yeah, but I don't speak. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français.
You just did it. You just parled le français.
Yeah, I used to wait tables on the border to Montreal.
On the border. I was gonna say. I'd be very confused. Mexican clientele when you speak in French.
Yeah.
That's a 10. Anybody have a 10 out there?
Yeah, Really Serial has a 10.
Yes!
And so does Liza.
Yes! Love to see it. Let's see. That's going to be 10 points for each of them. 13 is the next one. Lucky number 13.
Right. I don't know. Let's see. I always look twice, guys, so it seems like I'm going a little slow. Django again.
Django!
You know,
Django.
Since Django is newer and more quiet, they are further down the leaderboard than you'd expect. However, I'm seeing big things in the future from this player.
Shh. I'm telling you right now, Django is like probably going to turn out to be a demigod-like character the same way that Sun King is. Sun King who draws answers from the ether. We're looking at the $50 one now. 16, Chris. Anybody have a 16?
Okay. No.
No 16s out there.
No
Terrible,
sweet 16s.
terrible, terrible.
That'll be a point for Shifty, though. Or Le Marchand Douteur. We're looking at the $5,000. This is the big money for this
Oh,
card.
Sun
It
King
is-
has a 13. I apologize.
Oh! Take that point away from Shifty.
It's okay. I never give him the points anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want. Do not say that, Chris. I don't want to have to have.
I don't want to have a trial.
30-minute goddamn trial with Shifty about whether we're giving him his royalties or not.
I will say this. I actually am. I am on top of it because I'm annoyed by it. That's how I know.
Yes. So there are your numbers: 3, 18, 10, 13, 16. Did anyone have that 3, Chris?
Here. The orphans do.
Ooh.
Bone amputee does. Raw Django again with his
Nice.
3 feet. Sun King. 3's a good one for us.
Wow, a lot of points there. Maybe Sun King and Django will be the new Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire of Desperate Losers.
Ooh, I'd love that.
Yeah. I want to know if we won this card. And I think what I want from everyone out there is your numbers. But I guess your numbers will tell you if we won or not. Give me 2 numbers. Let's finish this card off. Let's find out, did we more than break even on this thing? $411 from Visk, 11 and 17 from Shifty's Doctor, 18 and 1 from Shifty himself. You know, I know, Pelican Yawning, that you really can't violate HIPAA, but call in. Tell us what you're prescribing Shifty. I'll give you,
Tell us what's wrong with it.
I'll give you 200 points for every script you tell us about. 13 and 3 from Pooh Stew, 1 and 18 from Sun King, 1 and 7 from Really Cereal. Let's take a look. Well, maybe I'll give people a minute. Liza, get in there. Get some numbers in.
Shifty, stop doxing your doctor. In this
Yeah,
chat.
please. We are specifically not saying your doctor's name. Shifty, you're continuing to dox your doctor. You know what? Maybe we should have a rule. Every time Shifty doxes his doctor, like negative point.
Or if we give him negative points for doxing at all, he'll be out of luck very quickly.
I know. He will. We won't do it. But stop doxing your doctor. First one is just a 1. The loneliest number. Did anyone have?
Wow, but there are some folks. Actually, a weird percentage of people did 1. We've got Shifty. We've got Sun King. We've got Really Serial.
Wow. Really Serial on fire today. On fire. Wonder what that's about. Really Serial should also buy a lottery ticket. Something is in the air. Could you imagine, Chris, if we had 2 regulars win their respective lotteries?
Wow. No.
Fucking incredible. All right, let's take a look at the next one. 17. Not a winner for us. This card, well, it's a winner, and we got that $1 back.
We got a buck.
We didn't profit off of this card. Anybody have a 17?
I'll tell you, this show is not a ringing endorsement for the lottery, I'll tell you what.
No. You know what? The lottery, it's a scam. We can be honest about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a tax. It's a tax on desperate people. There you have it. $1 for us. We break even. But we won't break even because I'm going to get another one. That's how this game works.
Just dig that hole.
Dig it deep. You know, I feel like, Chris, we created a bad situation for ourselves where no one calls in the middle of the show because they want those double points in the last 30 minutes.
Oh, that's a good point. Or good,
I wonder if that's what's going on. And as an inducement, I will give 50 points to the next caller, irrespective of who they are. 917-524-7853. That's 50 points for nothing.
You know,
all kinds of shit with 50 points.
That prize wall, it is ever growing in quality.
Yeah, and I want to see from the chat, what do you want in that 1,500 spot? What do you want to see? What kind of prizes do you want for your 1,500 points? Let's take a look at that prize wall, in fact.
Desperate losers.
Prize wall! Christ alive, there's only one hidden prize left.
You know, most Twitch shows out there, Chris, they're giving you garbage. They're giving you digital bits that don't do jack shit. This show has real, honest-to-God prizes. For 25 points, you can get a non-functional token of, perhaps, of Matt's dead dog taking a shit. For 100 points, you can get your ad in the countdown to the show. That is a pipeline to business. Oh, Pooh Stew. 50 points for Pooh Stew. Fecal Stewart, welcome to Desperate Losers.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We might actually go to that show, Stu.
Yeah.
We're trying to sort it out.
They are genuinely my favorite band.
Tell everyone who we're talking about. Who are we talking about?
Surprise Chef. Australian instrumental funk and groove ensemble. They are so good.
Yes, I can attest to this. Very good. Got a little bit of a witchy vibe to them. I like it. Stu, we're looking at this prize wall here. You've got a lot of points. You know, you've got the most points, really. Are you? At one point, you were hanging on to your points to try to become the executive producer of the show. Is that still true?
I think it'd be cool.
It's a great prize. Be a real race between you, Shifty, and Sun King. Which one of you will become? I like the idea of it being Sun King because then he's a silent partner. I'm also doing a lot of assuming about gender with Sun King, just based on the king. I gotta stop doing that. But Pustu, I want to know, as someone who's got a lot of points to throw around, you could buy this 1,500 point prize. I think you might be the only one on the board who could buy this. What would you want that prize to be? It's got to be like half as good, on top of the goodness of the wallet. So like 1.5 times better than a wallet made of Desperate Losers history. What would you want to see there?
I would love to see my mechanic bills paid for.
Your mechanic bills paid for. I can guarantee you that unless we win $5,000 a week for life, we will not be paying your mechanics bills. But you know what? There's a chance if we won that money. Maybe we would give you one of our week's winnings. Would that do it? Would 1 week's winnings get your car in the black, Pustu?
I don't know.
That's rough.
I think my head gaskets. So I have 3 vehicles right now, and they're all in disrepair.
What is this lifestyle? Do you have like one of those yards with just like overgrown grass and a bunch of cars out front? How do you have 3 cars?
It's easy to have 3 shitty, cheap vehicles.
Wow. So is it like one of them goes bad and you buy another shitty one?
Yeah. That's what it is. The transmission went out on one of them, so I got another one, and the head gasket's blown on that one. And then I've got a short bus that I'm trying to convert into an RV.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
a very deadhead move of you, Stu. You gonna follow anybody around in that van? Is there a band in particular you'd like to follow around in your short bus RV?
I'd follow Surprise Chef around.
Nice. Yeah. Get that thing hovercrafted so you can go to Australia in it. I want pics. I want regular updates about the progress of your RV. Would you do that?
When I get the money to start working on it, sure.
Excellent. I'll tell you what, I will give you 10 college credits for every update. How do you like that?
Ooh, there we go. There's some motivation.
Exactly. Chris, how many college credits does Pustu have right now? Pustu is our intern. He's the show's only intern.
39.
39 college credits. And as you know, Pustu, at any university, it's 120 credits to graduate. Something will happen when you get to 120 credits. I don't know what it is. Perhaps you'll get a container containing all of the history of Desperate Losers in it. Or maybe something more wonderful will happen, because that's kind of a shitty prize, just getting a bunch of scratcher dust in the mail.
I don't know.
Nobody wants that.
It's accumulated, which is,
It has. You know what? For the first time in the last week or two, it started to feel real. For a while, it has felt like nothing, but it's starting to feel like a real amount. That is, I guess, we're like on 6 months of Desperate Losers return. But although Matt has a lot of the scratcher dust from the beginning of the show. So this is only 3 months of scratcher dust, really. Pustu. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said you're working on like a snow globe amount of scratcher dust right now.
That is an excellent idea of what to do with the scratcher dust. We should make a snow globe. Give Pustu 10 points for that wonderful idea. That's a great fucking idea. Oh man, we get Telly in the snow globe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the snow globe could be heaven. You got the pearly gaze. You got Telly. You got, our good pal Howard Cosell, the announcer of this show. I'm loving this snow globe. I mean, will anyone else love this snow globe? No. Nobody else is interested in a snow globe with Howard Cosell and Telly Savalas in it.
That should be the $1,500 point prize.
Yes. Do you want to hear a crazy fact that no one will care about, Pustu?
Sure.
Howard Cosell owes his career to Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas is the man who put Howard Cosell on air when he was the head of NBC Sports. Or maybe it was ABC Sports. One of those. Wild, right? It's a small world, the world of Desperate Losers. But you didn't come here for shitty facts about Telly Savalas and Howard Cosell. You came here to play some games. Stu, what do you got for me? Do you have a ghost story? Do you have a complaint? Would you like to try your hand at one of our pre-qualifying games?
I do have a ghost story.
Ooh. Would you like to tell it to us?
Yeah, sure.
Let's find out if this asset is still haunted or not. What do you got for me, Stu?
So, I was in elementary school. It was like third or fourth grade, maybe. And I had a friend over. We were having like a pizza and N64 sleepover party. And my parents called us down for dinner. And we ran out the door, and both of us, it was just me and one other friend, saw this little black ball of static run, like skitter underneath one of the other doors in the house. Oh. And we looked at each other and we're like, did you see that? Yeah, I did. Did you see that? What the hell? And we went and we looked for it, and we found nothing. It was very eerie. We both felt like we were going batshit because we both saw the exact same thing, and there was no evidence of it. It was very weird, but it was a little black ball of static, like a soot sprite from a Studio Ghibli movie, but a little bit bigger.
But definitely like not a mouse or something like that.
No. It was like the size of like a kitten, but it was a ball of static.
Wow. Yeah. We were talking earlier about the ghost of mice. Do you think that this could have been like the ghost of like a mole?
I have no idea. We were upstairs. It was the second floor. We were in my room and just, ran out because it's dinner time, and like we had to stop and look for this thing because it freaked us out.
Was there any history of any other stuff going on in this house? Any other haunting kind of stuff?
Yeah, describe the house.
Yeah, give us the house. Give us the address, too. Dox this person.
The house I grew up in was like we were kind of upper middle class for North Carolina. We lived across the street from a judge. Muggsy Bogue lived down the street from us.
Oh, wow.
So did Ric Flair. Ric Flair actually used to do pep rallies at my high school.
We're going to get into that. Pause on Ric Flair, because I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about Ric Flair, but keep going.
So it was like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 4-bedroom, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom. We had a pretty big kitchen, dining room. We had a sitting room and a living room. My dad had an office.
So it's a big house. It's a big house. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a pretty big house, big backyard, but North Carolina, so like still probably pretty cheap, and bought in like 1992. So
right, when people could afford houses.
Yeah. My parents were doing all right, but I don't think they could afford to have that now.
Yeah, who could? You'd basically have to be Ric Flair to. Actually, I don't think Ric Flair's doing so good. I saw a video about him. Never mind. Go ahead.
But yeah, we weren't the first people to live in it either. I don't know how many families had lived in there before we moved in. So it might have had some history. I know that, so one of the things that I did find was in the downstairs bathroom. I opened up the vent, and there was a wallet in there. One of the laborers had stolen the wallet of one of the people who was living in the house, and took their money out and just ditched the wallet in the vent so they wouldn't get caught, I guess. Because it still had the ID in it and everything.
But no money.
No money, yeah.
It was empty. Wow. So, but no other kind of ghostly stuff going on, Stu. It was just this one time you saw a black static thing, like
it shot across the floor. It was real fast.
How did you sleep that night?
I mean, we were high on pizza and soda pop and playing video games all night. We weren't freaked out about it really either. It wasn't like a malicious presence. It was just, it was like, seeing an animal or something. And
so you saw it, you were like, it's like a nuisance ghost.
Yeah, it felt, it didn't feel like anything bad. Just,
now, I wonder, there's a connection between teenagers and poltergeist activity, right? So was it literally?
But I like how you're just saying that like it's a given.
Yeah, it's if you're into ghosts, if you've got poltergeist activity, there's
you're gonna have some teens.
A teenager. So you get a bunch of teens together. Maybe that was all the excess energy from the soda. It kind of just shot off them and ran off under the door.
You know, I gotta say, I kind of get it from a ghost's perspective. There you are, tied to a place of pain and trauma for eternity. You gotta deal with a bunch of fucking teenagers just yelling at each other, eating pizza, watching N64, fighting over, like, the 2 controllers because nobody sprung for the 3rd one. Like, no ghost needs that.
I just remembered that I did have another situation in that house.
Ooh.
But I don't know, it might have been a dream. But it was one of those dreams that felt super real. It also could have been my dad fucking with me and me just having like a mental freak out. But I tried to leave my room. This was also like elementary school age, so like between 6 and 8. I tried to leave my room and the door wouldn't open. It wasn't locked, but it just like wouldn't open. And I started banging on it, asking for help. And then the floor started to, like, do waves. The floor started, like, wiggling underneath my feet. And then the door opened out of nowhere. It started, the floor stopped doing that, and then the door opened.
Ooh.
But it could have been a dream. I had weird dreams sometimes, but it felt real. I know the other one happened because it happened to me and a friend.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I was alone for the other one, so I like questioned my sanity for that one because that's a weird one. But the other one definitely, we both experienced that.
Nice. And you guys it was just pizza and soda pop. Nothing else involved.
No, we were kids. We weren't even double digits yet.
Wow. So early in the slice and pop. Excellent.
Man.
All right. Well, so Pustu, I'm going to need some ratings from the audience.
Yeah.
5 is going to be the best. If you think this is like a top tier, S tier ghost story, I want to see 5s from you. Think it's very solid 4, kind of middling a 3, not so great 2, terrible ghost story. Among the worst you've ever heard, I want to see 1s. Let's get those votes in because we got some points to award here. Shifty spitefully giving you a 2, but not a 1. I feel like there's a little love in Shifty's heart there.
It's not the scariest ghost story. I'll admit that.
It's not the scariest ghost story. But you know what? A ghost story doesn't necessarily need to be scary, right? Like a ghost story, it tells us something about ourselves. You know. Now let's take a look at the points board. Let's see if you got any bonus points.
Did I get 50 just for calling in?
You did get 50
Yes.
for calling in. That already happened. So I would not say that this was extra spooky or embarrassing. You guys went right back to the N64 after you saw this. Not really a plot twist. Did we learn something about the human condition? Now this one, I'm on the line about, because I did learn something about the human spiritual condition that I didn't know. It wasn't directly related to your story, but it was tangential to it, so I feel like I'm going to award these from you. I learned from our friend Chris that poltergeists fucking hate teenagers and go nuts whenever they're around them.
I like that's your interpretation of that.
Of course it is! What else would it be? What else would it be?
The idea is that as a teenager, there's all these like spiritual fluctuations as you blossom into adulthood, and all of that extra energy creates like sort of like almost a telepathic ability to move objects and create.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's a ghost raging at having to deal with
teenagers.
They fucking hate everyone who isn't a teenager. And I would say even many teenagers are included in this, hates teenagers. They're the fucking worst. It's just a period of life where you're a terrible person, and then you grow out of it.
So I averaged out the numbers, and technically, it's 2.4.
2.4.
Yeah. So with the extra 5 points, that's 7.4. Are we rounding up or down, or?
I think wait. So where are we at, Chris? Give me those numbers again.
So 2.4 is the average. Base points.
Yeah.
And then we've got 5 extra points for the human condition.
So this is a 10 point. This is a 10-pointer for Pusto.
Okay.
All right. Pusto, are you satisfied with this result?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And the other thing too about Ghosted, I'll mention, because this is the first time we're playing it. We're getting ghost stories. I love the ghost stories. In some ways, I prefer the ghost stories to ghosting stories. But on Ghosted, we will accept funny, non-traumatic, like breakup relationship ghosting stories. Those are as welcome on Ghosted as your ghost stories. But yeah, thank you for playing that, Stu. I'm gonna call that a qualified win. I am not gonna offer you the set for life, but I will give you your pick of whether you want to play Larry King 5s or whether you want to play The Price Is All Correct. So what are you feeling?
Let's do Larry King.
Let's do it. Larry King 5.
The nightly news is out and Larry King is in.
What a way to make a living.
So, if there's anyone watching who has never seen this before, Larry King 5s is like a digital scratcher where you're trying to match the winning guests to one of your guests. But the real game here is what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal the eyes of someone who would have been on Larry King Live in the 80s or 90s, so a celebrity from that period, and just from the eyes, we're going to try to guess who that is. And by the way, if you are watching and you haven't followed us, go ahead, throw us a follow. We are dangerously close to our goal of 100 followers, and we'd love to get it in there. If you do it, you'll get assigned some random points. I hate this part of the business where I just have to tell people to like and subscribe because it breaks the flow, but we got to do it. Here we are, Pustu. I'm going to show you some winning guests' eyes, and we'll figure out who they are. Here's going to be the first one. Ooh, there's some eyes. Intense eyes. Some kind of playful eyes there. I'll zoom you in once. I'll give you the zoom in. Here we go. It's not too much zoomed in. Hold on. Split the difference. All right, we got those. We got some action over here. We got some eyes. Ooh, I know who those eyes are. Ah, those eyes. Those eyes are a dead giveaway. So here they are from beginning to end. You got these very intense looking eyes here. Kind of a warm smile over here. Some mascara action here. Smiling eyes here, seemingly, too. And we got the last one. I think those are pretty obvious eyes. But maybe not for everyone. You got any guesses out here, Stu?
Nothing's just jumping out at me right now. 3 almost is giving B. Arthur, but like a young B. Arthur.
Young B. Arthur? You know, it occurs to me, and this is going to be a hint to you. I don't think I even know what young B. Arthur looks like. Was she ever young?
Disagree.
So you're saying B. Arthur here. I think Visk is on there too. You want some hair? Or do you want to stick with B. Arthur?
Let's see some hair.
Let's see some hair. All right. So normally I would give you, what would we say, Chris? We usually do, what do we do, like 10 on these? We usually do 10 points. I'll take you down to 5 to give you the hair. Same deal for Visk. Visk can stick with B. Arthur or change the answer for going down 5 points. Here's the hair, and any guesses after this point also going to be 5 points. The hair, is this helping you?
I've got young B. Arthur for you if you want to take a look.
I would love to see young B. Arthur. Hold on, let's take a look at this. Oh, there she is. Wow, glamorous. Young B. Arthur. Nice.
Is she there? She's talking to Perry Como.
Yeah, well, as you do. I mean, you know. But is this B. Arthur? Are these smoky eyes B. Arthur? See you, Sapphire. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
You stick with it? We're going B. Arthur. Visk is sticking too. Let's find out. Ooh, these are very pouty 80s lips. I do not think that this is B. Arthur.
Oh.
This is Night Court's Marky Post. She was the public defender on Night Court.
Night Court was one of these shows that started off totally normal, but just got surreal as it went on. At the end, they end up putting they put Wile E. Coyote on trial.
You know, you say that it started out normal, but the first episode is like a magician comes to be a judge at a court in the night. That is not like a. I gotta have to quibble with. It started normal. It got crazier. I'll definitely give you Night Court got crazier. Any other guesses out here? Do you have a sense of these eyes?
Is 5 Lucy Lawless or Molly Shannon?
Ooh, Lucy Lawless or Molly Shannon. I'll give you the full across. These eyes are very famous. These eyes were famous for a long time. Various periods of Larry King's career. These eyes could have, and I'm almost sure were, on Larry King Live. Bull was the voice of Two-Face in the Batman the Animated Series? What the fuck? I loved Bull. Bull was definitely my favorite character on Night Court. It kind of tracks, though, you know? You know what's another one that's surprising like that? Is that Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was Shredder on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't know if we can get away with showing a still from Night Court.
I think we can get away with a still from Night Court. Let's do it. Oh, there he is on trial. Wile E. Coyote, property of Warner Brothers, which we are talking about. So this is now definitely fair use. This is firmly within fair use. So he was like a real person in this world?
Yeah,
they turned out to be a dream.
No, I don't think so. I don't. If I recall, they just kind of play it straight.
They just play
You know,
straight. Now,
like-
we're getting some guesses in here. Hold on. I want to address them because they disappear for me faster than they do for you, Chris.
Sure.
I'm seeing some penny Marshalls on the one that we're currently looking at. I think that I saw a Michael Dorn on the first one.
Yeah.
Poostu, what are you feeling? Do you feel like this number 5 spot? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll agree with chat.
You think which one? You think this is Penny Marshall?
Penny Marshall. Yeah.
All right. Let's lock it in. Let's take a look. You're on that train for half points. That'd be 10 points for who had it first? Who had Penny Marshall first? Because this is definitely Penny Marshall.
It is Sun King.
Sun King. That's going to be 10 points for Sun King, 5 for everyone riding the Penny Marshall train. And Chris, I'm also noticing that something has just happened, which is we've crossed over into...
Oh, boy, is this day going fast.
Oh, that's
Only
right.
30 minutes left to go.
So points are doubled now. All the points are doubled. We might go more than half an hour. I don't know. We'll see. We all have busy
We're
lives.
still at the Wile E. Coyote screen here.
Oh, you're still at the Wile E. Coyote. I did not
we
switch
are.
it back. Hold on. I fucked up. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Where did my buttons go? I have no buttons. There we are.
And yeah, I see you saying Penny first.
Yeah, so it was Penny Marshall. I guess that reveal did not happen.
Sorry, and Visk. Let's see. 3 is B. Arthur.
Yeah, the B. Arthurs were wrong. I don't think anyone had Margie.
No, but I'm just. Oh,
We had a Michael Dorn here.
Visk-
So I think maybe that was Sun King.
Visk actually got Penny Marshall first.
So that's gonna be 10 for Visk. 5 for everyone else. And obviously, points are doubled now. So now, first one to get it is going to be 20 and 10 for everyone riding the train. This is the game where everybody wins. I'm hearing a lot of Michael Dorns. I'm getting a Peter Falk from Liza VP on the second one. Poostu, this is your game. Where do you want to go? You want to go to the first one? You want to go to the second one? Do you have guesses on these? Do you have guesses maybe on this last one over here?
I'm blanking, and I'm just gonna go along with chat.
You're going with chat. So which one do you like? Michael Dorn or you like Peter Falk? Ooh, I've seen a
Let's do
Jerry
Michael
Orbach
Dorn.
before. All right, let's do Dorn. All right, I'm getting a little bit of a hat. Yeah, this is feeling very Worf. I think this might be Michael Dorn. He's like into aviation, right? He's got a bunch of planes. Am I remembering that correctly? Michael Dorn's a big pilot. I heard a Peter Falk from Liza VP here. I heard a it scrolled off for me. I saw a guest here, but I don't remember who it was. I think Game Quarter had a guess over here. He is not a merry man. That is probably the most classic Worf scene of all time. I've seen a lot of Peter Falks. You want in on this Peter Falk train?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think you guys are right.
Orbach.
Oh, Orbach on the last one. Everybody knows that cross-eye. It is Peter Falk. Last one here, Jerry Orbach. I like that guess. This could be Jerry Orbach. What do you think? What are you feeling? Donald Sutherland I'm getting from Sun King. I'll give you all a hint about this person. This could still be true for anyone you've guessed. This person, their son, is also a noted actor.
Ooh.
It's a father-son combo. They look pretty
It does
similar,
look like
too.
Jerry.
Could be Jerry
I
Orbach.
don't know if Jerry Orbach has a son that's famous.
You don't know Mike Orbach? Broadway star Mike Orbach?
Is that real? Is that a real thing?
No, of course not. You
You
think there's a Broadway star called Mike Orbach? If there was a Mike Orbach, he'd almost certainly change his name. Ooh, Kirk Douglas from Game Quarter. Excellent guess. The Chief and Get Smart from Shifty. Tony Sirico. I like these guesses. What's yours, though, Pooh? You want to get on a train? Are you feeling your own guess here? What do you think?
Ooh. Yeah, let's just do Tony Sirico.
I like it. Let's take a look. We're scratching it off. Now, in a way, this person's son is a Mike because this is Miguel Ferrer, whose son was in RoboCop.
What?
Yeah.
Well, no one got that one.
No one got Miguel Ferrer. Probably like one of the best film noir actors of all time. He lasted a long time too. He's in. He plays the least convincing Wasp in the Newhart show.
Wait, who is he in
He's
Newhart?
Stephanie's father.
Oh yeah, God, what a great character.
He's the fucking best. If you guys,
He gets
for
some good
everyone who
lines.
didn't know Miguel Ferrer, look him up. Everything he's in, the guy's a fucking revelation. Amazing. Amazing. I'm sort of glad no one got it because this is an educational moment. This is going to open up. Oh, sorry. It is Jose Ferrer. Miguel is his son. I fucked this up. This is Jose Ferrer, not Miguel. Game Quarter, I'm going to give Game Quarter 10 points. Double it to 20. That's our fuck up. That's a big fuck up on my part. There I am, extolling Jose Ferrer, giving it all to Miguel. I knew I fucked up there. Anyway, we're looking at guests. Where do you want it, Pooh Stew? I need a number from you. 1 through 12, or 1 through 10. I am really thrown off my... I think I'm haunted now. First, Ghosted was haunted. And now I am haunted. And I'm not even a teenager.
Yeah, you have a lot of teenage energy.
I do. Let's face it. I got a lot of adult acne and a lot of teenage stress. Pooh Stew, where do you like it? 1 through 10.
Let's do 7.
7! Let's do it. Let's find out. We're looking for some eyes. We're hoping it is not Geraldo. Ooh, where are these eyes? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Oh, there they are. There's those eyes. Oh, this person, infamous. This person was canceled before canceling was the term du jour. This person was canceled, and rightly so. You would have seen this person all the time in the 90s. And then faded into ignominy.
Looks like Dana Carvey's church lady.
Ooh. I'm getting a lot of Howard Sterns out there. I'm seeing a Michael Jackson from Shifty.
Was Howard Stern canceled? I feel like he just he courted controversy.
He did. He courted
Howard
controversy.
Stern never been canceled.
No, he's still out there. David Koresh from Liza VP. Yes, David Koresh was canceled very aggressively. Probably the most aggressive kind of canceling you can get. Shifty's doctor admitting that he doesn't know celebrities' faces. Well, you know, that's not really your milieu. Your milieu is prescribing Shifty pills. And that offer still stands. 200 points doubled to 400 points if you call in for every prescription of Shifty's that you reveal. What do you think? What are you feeling here, Pooh Stew? Who do you think this is?
They got canceled, so
This person
didn't
was
get
canceled.
exposed.
Yeah, you might have... This is going to be one of those names that, like, if you know this person, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that guy.
I, along with chat, have no fucking clue.
All right, so you're going with nothing. You got to throw out a guess, though. Because there's points on the
I'll
line.
do Dana Carey or whatever.
You're
his name
going
is.
Dana
Sorry.
Carvey. You're going Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Well, it is not Dana Carvey. This person. Oh, it's not who I thought it was. It's not who I thought it was. Oh shit! It's Andy Dick. This person was not canceled. This is not who I thought it was. Boy, am I fucking up. Andy Dick. Nobody had Andy Dick, right?
Liza's Andy Dick came in, but I gotta look at the timestamp for that.
Yeah, you know what,
Yeah.
Chris? I'm gonna do this. I fucked that one up. Give every single person who guessed 5 points. It doesn't
At all?
matter who they guessed
Okay.
for. Any guess, give them 5 points. I let everyone astray with the canceling. But I do think that the person I was thinking of is on this card. And I'll give you another hint about that person if and when they are revealed. That person is a shock jock. Where do you want it? 1 through 10?
4.
4.
Dana Carvey's not far from Andy Dick. He's like if Andy Dick wasn't bad.
There's a universe between Dana Carvey and Andy Dick. One of
Yeah.
them is a talentless hack, and the other one is Dana Carvey.
That's okay. I mean, Andy Dick is really good at urinating in public.
Oh, this person. This person
Or maybe
was
he's
all
really bad at
over
it.
my childhood. Look at those smoldering eyes. I'm going to give that to you big. Stu, what do you think?
Sinead
Getting it.
O'Connor's a good guy.
It's a good guess. Definitely would have been making a lot of noise. Would have been on Larry King. I feel like Sinead O'Connor might have been too good for actual Larry King, but she might have been on it. Definitely the kind of person I would put in this game. What do you think, Stu? You got a guess? You want to be on the Sinead O'Connor team? You got your own guess? Ooh, Alyssa Milano from Liza VP. Excellent guess. I think Charmed might be my favorite spelling property, Chris.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it is fun.
It is. It's not a good show. And it's obviously Aaron Spelling trying to write Buffy and failing, but I love that about it. You know, and although I don't know though, it's a toss-up for me between Charmed and The Love Boat.
Really,
It's hard to say.
Charmed and the Love Boat.
Yeah, those are great spelling properties. We are not guessing a specific time bone amputee. These are the kind of guests who would have been on Larry King at his height. So this is like mid 80s to early 2000s these people can be from. And they would have had to have been at the height of their fame. Also, here's a hint. The pictures are always of the person in that time period. In that, like, what is that, 15, 17 year range. They're going to be from that time period, the pictures. Bone amputee's got nothing. What do you feel, No Brewster? Do you want to stick with Sinead O'Connor? You want to see some hair for half the points? Bring you down to 10-point win on this one for seeing the hair?
No, let's just go with Sinead.
You're doing Sinead. All right, let's see it. Ooh.
I'm
Last
enjoying-
minute Sarah McLachlan from Shifty over there.
I know. I just appreciate that he spelled Sarah McLachlan like Glock, like the gun.
I'm not going to comment on that.
No. I'm just imagining her being like, don't
Whoa.
fuck with the dogs. You
This
know?
is too much hair for Sinead O'Connor. This person played a huge role in my childhood. You would have seen her
Oh.
everywhere, all over Miami.
I know who
Gloria
it is.
Stefan.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so nobody gets that one. But you know what? You're still alive. We have not seen a Geraldo. It's not the end of this card. Pustu, where do you want it?
Let's do 2.
2. Let's do it. Let's take a look. Ooh.
I have 2
these.
Sarah McLachlan CDs in my car right now, Shifty.
Nice.
2 of them. Regular and live.
I
They're
thought you
different
were going to say
experiences.
regular and diet.
Diet Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah.
Like Chappelle eyes, almost.
Yes, these are sultry eyes. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a hint here. These eyes for a certain group of ladies in a certain period of time, these eyes meant the world. These are real panty dropper for straight women eyes.
Is it? Yeah, I also thought that it was Pete Davidson, but who knew? Ooh, City
We're getting some
Dingo.
Paul Rubens in
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Also, if anybody
that's a
has not watched that new Paul Rubens documentary, it is excellent.
I've not seen it yet.
I'm gonna jump on the Tiger Woods train.
You're going Tiger Woods. All right, let's take a look. We're seeing the hair. This could very easily be Tiger Woods, but it is not. It is soul sensation Luther Vandross, Mr. R&B himself.
Liza VP got it.
Nice. Nice. That's going to be 20 points for Liza. Liza coming out the gate hot. Welcome back. Tearing it up, Liza. Where do you want this, Stu? You got 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 left. What do you
Let's
like?
do 9.
Let's do 9.
Let's do 9.
Let's do it. Oh no!
When we started this scratcher, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much. Just that you're a fucking loser.
Hey, Stu, I've got a call from Chronic Sonic. I'm going to take it. Thank you for playing.
Yep.
Hello, Chronic Sonic. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Every time you call, I always think, is this the last time we're going to hear from Chronic Sonic? And it warms my heart to always hear from you again. I love that you are a repeat in gossiping about numbers.
You make me so happy and eager to get to do it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Are you watching the show or are you just playing?
That was too confusing for me last time, so I'm just playing on the phone.
You're just playing on the phone. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give you some I'm going to give you 5 numbers at first, and then I'll give you 2 more. We're playing for a $1 scratcher. So I think, what did we see on the last one, Chris? On the last one, the numbers went up to 18. I feel like they might go up to 20. I feel like we're looking at numbers 1 through 20. What do you got for me, Chronic Sonic? Give me 5 numbers at first, and then we'll let chat get their guesses in too, and we'll start scratching.
Oh, okay. We gotta do 18.
18. That's the lucky number around here.
Oh. 4 is like really, but it only goes up to 20, right?
It goes up to 20, yeah.
Then, yeah, 4. I'm like, is it 4? Is it 14? 4s and 3s are talking. So let's go with a 3.
Nice.
And finally, 14. 14, 4, 3, 18. Does that leave me with 1 more?
You got 1 more. You got an 18, a 4, a 3, and a 14.
Let's do a 1.
And a 1. I like it. People never pick it. I feel like they think it's not going to be a 1. It has been a 1 a couple of times. Just get your numbers up on the screen. Where is that button? There it is. So we're looking at 8, 4, 3, 14, and 1. I'm sort of curious, because you mostly call into the show without watching. I think you are unique in the Desperate Losers universe in that you don't watch the show, but you play it. What is the experience of this game? Just as like a weird telephone call where you're guessing numbers.
Yeah, it tickles my brain to get to talk to people whose voices are comforting, and all we're doing is just saying numbers, and it just makes my brain feel at ease and like I'm safe to exist here.
Oh, nice! So this is like a meditation for you. I appreciate that. All right, so we got Chronic Sonic meditating on the line. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I scratched away the bonus game. We did not win the bonus game. We did not win. But I am looking for the numbers for you. I'm doing the first one. Do we have enough numbers in from chat, Chris? Are we ready to scratch?
Yeah, I think we've got a good a good amount of numbers in there. You got a
right.
couple of seconds left, folks, so get them in.
Let's take a look. All right, this prize for us, Sonic. It's $20. Actually, I'm going to do all the prizes, and I'll do them in order of lowest to smallest. I got a $1 prize. I got a $100 prize. A $20 prize. $50 prize, and we have a $5,000 prize. All right, let's do that $1 one first. The $1 one is a 6. That is not going to do it for you, Chris. Does anyone have a 6?
I'm going down. Shifty Marchand.
He has
the
one?
Orphans. Yeah.
Wow! Wow! I love it. We're playing for orphans, Sonic, and when we get enough points, we'll make a donation to an orphanage.
Wow.
The next lowest prize for us is going to be a 50, so we'll take a look at that. It's a 3. That does do it for you. And because you're calling towards the end of the show, points are doubled, so that's 20 points for you. This is a great day. We're doing oh, I missed a 20. We'll do the $20 one now. It's a 4. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's another 20 points for you, Chris. Anybody else get this 3 and this 4?
Yes. Raw Django got a 3. Shifty also got the 4. We got Poostu with the 3. We've got Sun King with the 3.
Wow.
You know, people have accused me, and this is mostly me accusing myself, of trying to stoke rivalries, but I feel like there is a Roll Django Sun King thing happening.
I don't think it's a rivalry.
No,
I think
Sun
it's
King's
like
too chill to have any rivalry. Yes, it's a friendship.
Like Rual is the moon to Sun King's sun.
Oh my god! I just scratched the hundo! It's an 18!
Ooh.
Oh my god! Sonic, you gotta buy yourself a real lottery ticket. You're on fire today. Oh my god!
I think we all did this together. I owe it all to you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then the big prize, the big money prize. Chris, I'm sure someone else got that 18, right?
Yeah, we have a few.
Right?
We have a few 18s.
Give claps and the dings. We're gonna take a look at the last number. It is a 16. Chris, does anyone? Sonic did not have that one, but did anyone else have a 16 out there?
I'm double checking. I'm trying to scroll back up here, but people are chatting and it's scrolling down. No on the 16.
No, none of those.
Horrible!
Oh no, really cereal.
Oh!
And Shifty.
Really cereal.
Wow. Shifty
Really
did
cereal.
great today.
Shifty, I'm glad to see it. Now, we have not seen any of the winning numbers, Sonic. We scratched off the numbers that we need to match to. I don't know yet whether we won any money off of this card. So I'm going to need 2 new numbers for you. These are winning numbers. And you tell me, do you think we're going to win?
Absolutely.
I love it. I always think we're going to win every time. We almost never do. But we think it's going to happen. So give me 2 numbers. Chat's getting them in there. I don't know about deserve, but it'd be nice. 7 and 8.
The orphans deserve it.
The orphans do deserve it. Chris, we gotta do research a good orphanage.
I have an orphanage we could do if we. I mean, I don't like personally have it. I know a friend who works closely with that.
Is this like a money laundering scheme? You've got an orphanage
No.
that you're running in the background. We're giving you points, and you're just like laundering it through some orphanage.
I mean, yes, you figured.
Are there
it
any
out.
kids in this orphanage? Is it just a boiler room? It's an empty office full of children's beds, but there's no children in it. The FBI come to
scam.
raid it, and it's just a bunch of empty beds.
The ultimate scam.
Yeah, fake orphanage. We gotta, you know what, Chris? If you're not running that scam already, let's run it. Let's get an orphanage scam going. Let's take a look at our winning numbers. Oh my God! You are on fire! One of our winning numbers is a 7. Chris, does anyone else have a 7 out there?
We sure do have some 7s. Royal Pelican. Or hold on. Actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry. We don't have a 7.
Oh!
We have 6s. We have so many 6s.
So many 6s. Maybe the next one will be a 6, though.
Interesting.
Maybe.
I called in at 147.
I mean, could be. It's a 12. The last one is a 12. Not going to do it for you.
One.
Chris, did anyone have a 12?
No.
Ugh. That's, Buddy Rich. They're calling us an asshole. Chronic Sonic, do you have any... We've been telling ghost stories today. Do you have any ghost stories?
Yes. My favorite ghost story is when I...
Hold on a second. I got to hit our theme song. I'm going to hit our theme song, and then you tell me your ghost story. All right. That is our theme song out of the way. You are now playing Ghosted. So the way this game works, Sonic, is that you're going to tell us a story, and this can either be a ghost story, which is what you're going to tell us. It could be a story about being ghosted. It could be a story about a bad relationship. Any kind of story you want to share with us. And then what's going to happen is after you finish a story, we're going to throw it to chat. Chat's going to rate your story, and based on your rating, you're going to win somewhere between a nice amount of points and an extraordinary amount of points. So tell us your story.
Well, first off, I just want to say to anyone out there who ever got ghosted, I'm so sorry for you. That sucks. I've been an accidental ghoster just because I thought someone wouldn't care about me. So anyway, just to give you that perspective, here's my fun ghost story. I was at a sleepover party when I was like 13. Although it was just me and one other friend, and I was at her house, and it was this old farmhouse, and there was all these ghost stories there, but I hadn't experienced much besides cupboards opening and closing, which was interesting. But I wanted more. And at night, we were finally falling asleep after like gabbing for hours, and we're just finally starting to doze off, and it's quiet, the lights are out, and her room abuts the attic, and we start to hear some rumbling, some sound coming from the attic, and I'm like, oh my god, this is our chance. And so we like boldly do the thing that you're not supposed to do, and we go following the sound, and we go into this room, which I would never do alone. I'd be so scared running and screaming, but with my friend, I felt brave. And we go, and just for reference of like time era, this is probably around maybe 2002, somewhere between 99 and 02. And we finally find the box that's making the noise, and it's moving around, it's jumping around, and it's making strange sounds, and we don't understand what they are. It's kind of mechanical sounding. And we open it, and there is a Furby going crazy in there. And we obviously scream, and we're freaking out, and so we go, let's take the batteries out. There's no batteries in it. So we threw it, and we ran away, and we locked the attic, and then we did not go back.
Oh my god! A batteryless... Well, we have established on this show, I learned this today, Sonic, ghosts hate teenagers. Apparently,
that's not what I said.
It is essentially what you said.
That's what I heard.
The spirit of the story you told, Chris, is that ghosts fucking hate teenagers, and who can blame them? You know? A ghost is world weary. A ghost has unfinished business. A ghost has seen too many centuries past, and they got to deal with a bunch of teenagers. Of course they're pissed off. Of course they're pissed off. Ghosts hate teenagers. Yeah. That's, you know what? We should make that a button, Chris. If this
ghosts hate
ghost
teenagers?
from the branding here, it just ghosts hate teenagers. There's a guy who watches our show, Sonic, who is the doctor of another guy who watches our show. And apparently this doctor sleeps with two Furbies at the head of his bed, watching over him like guardian angels.
I love this lore. It makes me so happy.
It's true, though. It's been established. This guy is the doctor of another
guy. What are
guy.
the colors of the Furbies?
Oh, yeah.
Doctor of another...
Pelican yawning.
Give
us some. Not only give us the colors. Give us some descriptions. Do these Furbies have names? Do they have personalities? Does one protect you from one thing? Does the other protect you from another? I want the full headboard Furby lore. Chronic Sonic, we're getting some ratings in. Chat, finish them up, get those ratings, and we want to get this average, but we're going to take a look at the points, because I think you may have won some bonus points here, Chronic Sonic. So, extra spooky or embarrassing? Chris, what do you think? This one's on the line for me. It does feel a little extra spooky, but what do you think?
The spookiness, I think, it's a spookiness that comes from the plot twist, right? Like, the Furby is like, oh, that is like scary, or plot twist, it is a Furby, but then spooky, there's no batteries.
I mean, I think it's going to do it. Let's call it. That's going to be a 10-point bonus. Now, there's a 5-point bonus if the story has a plot twist. That's going to be 5. And then there's another 5-point bonus if we learn something about the human condition. We didn't really learn this. We learned this in an earlier story that ghosts hate teenagers, so I can't give you those 5 points. But you've got 15 points for this story before we've even given you your base points. So I'm going to give Chad just a little bit longer. Get those ratings in.
And while they get the ratings in, Pelican Yawning MD did describe his Furbies to us.
All right, so go for it.
One is white with pink hair, but it has its lips chewed off by one of the cats, but he's not sure which cat chewed off its lips. The other one is black with white hair. And what I like about this information is it tells me that this is not a fabrication on his part. This is something that already existed before Sonic ever called in. That this Furby has been established for a long time, and they're clearly not new Furbies. So these angels have been guarding him for a long time.
Yeah. World-weary Furbies. Yeah. Dr. Pelican, thank you so much. Chris, do we have an average of those points yet?
Well, I'm going to just... Shifty is trying to give it 10 points. I'm going to just
you can't do that. That's a 5.
That it's 5. And so we've got a 5. We've got a 4.
Oh, these are high ratings.
What?
People love this story.
Yeah, people are sharing their Furby experiences.
Yeah, this is wow. This is turning into.
We're breaking open the hearts of 90s kids.
Yeah, you have turned this chat into a Furby forum over here.
4.6 repeating.
I think that's gonna be a 5. That's gonna be the 50. This is a 65-point story. Wow, that is the second highest score we've ever seen in Ghosted, which we just started playing today.
It's a brand new, long-established game.
It's a brand new.
Part of a long tradition.
Yeah, of course. Well, you are now part of the lore. You are almost certainly part of the lore of this show.
Thank you.
As our non-viewer caller, do you have any final thoughts you want to leave us with?
I hope you get super rich today, and with every breath you take, you just get richer and richer.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for your blessing. We'll talk to you later, and every time it will be a delight.
Okay.
I'm going to hang up thinking you're never going to call again, but I'll be delighted when you do.
Yeah.
I can't wait until I do. Take care,
Bye.
guys. Have a great day.
Good to hear from you. Bye, Chronic.
Bye. You too.
Such great energy. Such great energy. Chris,
She's
now
the sage of the haunted Desperate Losers show.
The lore of Desperate Losers, I feel like, has grown by leaps and bounds just in this one episode.
I know.
You know? Shifty hasn't called in. Shifty, if you're going to call in, you're going to want to do it soon, because we're getting close to the end here. Chris, how are you feeling? Where are you on time?
I'm feeling all right. We're just living our life here. We're just scratching tickets and gossiping about numbers.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Look at these corn. Look at these corn just full of Portuguese feet.
Yeah, we learned today that corn is one of the main crops of Portugal. However, what do you think was the scenario that happened? They were just like, quick, put on your marching band uniforms and get down to Corn City.
There's Shifty. Shifty,
Shifty.
Welcome to Desperate Losers.
How's it going?
Shifty, are you a corn fan? Do you like corn, the band, or the food stuff?
I like corn. I like the food and all the things that come from it, but not the band corn, no.
Not a fan of Korn the band. Well, that's going to be a disappointment.
No,
to all
I
the
can't
Korn
even
heads
think of
out
a
there.
single. I'm not sure if I can even name one song.
Would you want to eat corn on the cob that was stepped on by a Portuguese folk band?
Well, as long as I can wash it off under the sink.
Yeah, of course you can. We're not animals.
Yeah, it's fine. Corn.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's corn.
For 750 points, you could take this home. This is El Conjunto Maria Albertina. This is a Portuguese accordion band.
I was really
hanging
hoping
out
that
in a field of corn. What is on the back? What's going on? Oh, they signed it. This is signed.
Ooh. Wait,
Wow.
signed by wow.
Big
By
money
all of them.
signed.
Look at that. Holy shit. A lot of them. Wow. I think this might be like a best of too. I mean, you got all the big hits. E Portugal, Bom Jesus
Look at all
do
those hits.
Monte, all the big hits. Dom
Everybody
Jesus
knows
de
these.
Monte, everybody loves that one. Shifty, what are you feeling today, my friend? Do you have a complaint? Do you have a ghost story? Do you want to play one of the pre-qualifying games? What do you want to do?
Well, I was thinking I probably shouldn't do a complaint, but now I'm feeling like the complaint because I don't want to follow that ghost. That ghost story is going to be hard to top. Mine's not as good.
It's tough. Save your ghost story for a slow ghost story day.
Yeah, I'll use that one when there's not so much competition.
All right, so we're going to do a drunk wine?
Yeah, this was people want to hear about my misadventures and how I hurt myself.
I mean, I love it. I love it. And actually, speaking of how you hurt yourself, chat, let's get some guesses in. How many beers do we think that Shifty has drunk? And now, we are beyond time, right? So this is a later Shifty call than we usually get. I'm seeing 8 from Visk. Your doctor?
That reminds me, I need to go get another beer. I don't have one.
Your doctor is saying your complaint is going to be about shaving and that you're 5 beers in. Bon Appetit saying 7. Sun King saying 10. Visk is saying you're 8, working on 9. Any other guesses out there? I'm seeing 8, working on 9 from Pustu. Willie Serial coming in with 6. What do you think? Shifty, how many beers? How many beers we talking?
I have drank 9. I just cracked number 10.
Wow, Sun
Cracked
King.
number 10. Sun King. That's going to be 10 double to 20 for Sun King.
I generally don't go over 11 anymore. Like 11 or 12 is the absolute end. Like I generally stop at 10. This is my 10th. But like it's a 1. I got to go to bed probably around 2. But it's not to say that I have to. I might be wild and stay up till like 2:30 or 3.
Oh damn, Shifty.
7 hours of sleep on like 12 beers. I'm not going to feel great when I wake up.
No,
I'll
you're
do it,
not.
by God.
But you know what would pep you up in the morning? When you got, or in the night when you got to go to work, would get you going.
Cup of coffee.
No, Portuguese folk music. For only 750 points, you can have this album
Man, I
of
wake
Portuguese
up and I put on
folk
that
music.
record and I am-
Yes, and you get going. That
I'm good to
accordion is
go.
pumping, and you are thumping. You are ready to deal with a bunch of machines. You are
No,
ready
I
to
need that in my
seethe with
car.
anger at a guy wearing a toque in a 250-degree warehouse factory.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's back. The wool
He's back to the
guy is
hat?
Back. He's back. He's wearing the wool hat again, and I just want to beat him to death.
Well, don't say that, Shifty. Don't say that. There's no excuse for that kind of a threat. You just
Okay,
want to
I'm
snatch
sorry.
the hat off his head.
I don't like that this guy's wearing a big wool hat when it's 100 degrees and everybody's sweaty and they're handing out popsicles and he's just chilling out with his hat.
Wait, they hand out popsicles at your place of business?
Yes, have I not explained how hot it is and how miserable it is?
Yeah, you
Like,
have,
they
but
walk around
I'm
and
just
they hand out
surprised.
popsicles.
Wow, are these single stick popsicles or are these the 2?
Well, it depends on whether you want the sugar free or the sugar, because the sugar free you get a double.
Are you
Two
sugar
sticks
free
and
or are you
two-
a sugar full
I go
man?
for the single. I just want the sugar one, the single
Yeah.
one.
Is this like a rocket pop? Is this like the red, white, and blue? Is it a single flavor? What do you got?
No, it's just a regular old popsicle on a wooden tongue depressor thing.
Are there jokes?
Yeah, are there jokes on the stick?
Yeah, it's just one of those little, what I do is I eat it really fast. I just bite it and chew it up with my teeth. It's cold.
Oh my God, you're an animal.
He is.
I can't.
Holy crap. That doesn't hurt your teeth or your brain, or do you not have it?
I'm biting it. You gotta have a technique. You can't just go chewing it all up. You gotta bite it with your front teeth and take the chunk and then break that into smaller pieces. It's like a game of breakout in my mouth.
I mean, okay. Pelican,
I feel like you do this too much. You're gonna be playing a game of Tetris with your teeth, man.
As your doctor, Pelican Warning is speaking. As your doctor says, I have to advise you to stop.
I've got a dentist appointment in about a month, July 31st, and I'll tell you how many cavities I have, because it's probably going to be 3.
Are you brushing with Sensodyne? How do your teeth? Because I'll chew ice, but biting a popsicle with my front teeth?
You're confusing me for someone who brushes my teeth. I don't brush my teeth.
Shifty, this story is getting worse and worse for you. You got to brush them teeth.
I use mouthwash.
That's not doing it. You gotta brush your teeth.
Is not and the
brush. All the bacteria. There's no.
The brush itself is actually doing most of the cleaning. The toothpaste, people overuse toothpaste. It's a polishing agent, Oh, Shifty. Oh, Shifty.
Shifty, here's the story. All right. This is now Desperate Losers DDS. I'm gonna give you 5 points for every video you send me of you brushing your teeth. That's how we're gonna play it.
I can't get into it. I just can't. I hate brushing my teeth. I don't do it.
All right, you know what? Preemptively calling it Pelican Yawning, saying you have 8 cavities. Get him in. Get those guesses in. How many cavities has Shifty got? Chris, write this down because we're gonna check back in.
I have been going to the dentist consistently my entire life, and right now I have more fillings than I have teeth.
I just don't understand this, Shifty. You go to the dentist, but you don't brush your teeth. It's just, I feel like
that's why I have the dentist. I don't.
No.
I don't need to take care of my teeth. I just go to the dentist. He takes care
Shifty,
of them.
this is like driving around on blown out tires and being like, yeah, I don't get new tires. That's what I have the mechanic for. He just changes the wheels. Every time I'm just changing wheels.
Well, it's more about the you don't know.
Shifty, if it's a sensory issue,
cleaning,
there are
the teeth cleaning is the point.
Well, I got a plan for you, Shifty. Here's how I think you should play it. I think you should get on TaskRabbit, and I think you should just hire someone to come in once a day.
You haven't even heard my wine drunk yet.
And brush those sluts, man.
No, dude, this is something we have to talk about. This is crazy.
This is a no point situation. We're not giving points for this, but this is nuts. We are taking bets on it. And you know what? I feel like though that is sort of not fair. Chris, give Shifty 10 points for participating as he does in the beer guessing and now how many cavities guessing. The more I learn about yes, Pustu, clip this. Send us the clip. I'll put this up on social media. This is fucking nuts.
I brush my teeth every other day when I take a bath. I don't brush them.
Wait, what? Wait, you take a bath every
Are you in the 19th century? What are you, just brushing your teeth every other day in a tin pan? Like, what is happening at your house, man?
Sometimes I don't even do it every other day. Sometimes I go a week without brushing them.
Are you going a week without bathing too, or
Shifty? Do you only take baths?
Hey, people in the 50s used to be cool with only taking a bath once a week, and then all these soap commercials made everybody think they were dirty all the time. And
I'm gonna give you a word to the wise. Anytime you're gonna defend yourself, Shifty, and your sentence begins, people in the 50s, whatever follows is bad. Just don't even look to people from the 50s for your present day behavior.
It's bad for your skin. It's bad for your hair. Bathing and showering all the time is bad all around. You're not supposed to bathe and do it every single day. It's every other day. Every
Shifty's
other
like,
day is fine.
Shifty's like find a picture of this guy, Chris. Shifty is like the American version of that Iranian guy who never bathed his entire life.
Has ever been like, hey, Shifty stinks. I can't be around this guy. He's stinky.
Well, maybe you don't open your mouth that much around them. So
no,
there's a guy.
Knows who has the bad breath. We all know. Everybody who's talked about it. We go to the bar and we're like, hey, this guy's got bad breath, and that guy, and this guy. I'm not on that list.
Here he is. This guy in Iran never bathed.
Like roses.
Didn't bathe, and then they finally made him take a bath, and he died like a week or two later. So I don't know.
And Shifty's going to take that as encouragement.
Maybe there's something to it. Maybe Shifty's right. Shifty, you do have a
wine drunk, or are we just going to argue?
We're going to wine drunk. Let's do it.
This is the wine. This is my wine drunk.
This is my delight drunk. Really.
This is going to be way worse than the teeth thing.
I can't imagine how. But please proceed. What is your complaint that is somehow way worse than you only brushing your teeth possibly every other day when you soak yourself in like a tin pan?
A miasma of disgust.
It's gross. This is going to be gross. So prepare yourselves for grossness. This is going to be really gross. So all
right, hold on. Before you do, I got to award some points. CD Dendonga, great fucking suggestion. Give CD Dendonga 3 points doubled to 6. I am going to remove a couple teeth from the wine drunk.
My teeth are fine.
They're not! You started this by telling me you have at least 3 cavities. Your teeth are not fine.
I have 35 cavities.
Oh my God, Shifty. Shifty, that's like saying I did. It's not mass murder. I killed 3 people. I didn't kill 35. Like, this is not a. You know what? Forget it. Give me your complaint.
All right, well. Today we were talking about fireworks safety and how badly it can go very quickly.
Oh, no.
So last 4th of July, after I came back from the fireworks show, it was like, I don't know, like 10 or 11 o'clock. And I decided to go out in my backyard and, shoot off fireworks. And I was incredibly, at that point, I was like destroyed, probably about as bad as I could be. And I made it about 30 minutes before I messed up. And I was like, okay, I'm going to grab these big old sparklers. They're called like morning glories or crowning glories. And I call them magic wands because they're huge. Like they're thick. And they spray these really big, sparks at the end of them. They're not like regular little tiny sparklers. These things are huge. And I probably would have been okay, but I was dancing around like an idiot with them. And one of the sparks, big old fat spark, landed on my finger, and I did not feel it for quite a while. It was like, maybe I was probably on like beer 20 at that point. So it was like 2 or 3 seconds before I even felt it, and I was like, oh shit. And I looked at it, and I saw it go out on my finger. And I pretty much knew within another few seconds that I had fucked up. I was like, I went inside, I immediately grabbed an ice cube, and I tried to press the ice cube to the burn. But that hurt really bad. It hurt, I mean, it was like the Scotsman in, that'll wake you up in the morning, boys. Like, he was trying to hold this on a 3rd-degree burn. And, so yeah, after 2 or 3 attempts, the ice cube melted quite a bit. And that's probably what saved me, because if I hadn't done that, it would have hurt a lot worse. It probably would have been like a 3rd-degree burn. But if I hadn't been really drunk, I probably would have pissed my pants from how bad that hurt to do that.
Oh, my God.
So
Shifty,
2 or 3 days later, I'm like, everything's fine. I haven't heard it. It doesn't hurt. I'm looking at it. It doesn't hurt. It's just white, and nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, it starts swelling up and getting bigger and bigger. And then last night, when I got up, it was bright red and like 3 times the size of my normal finger. and the spot was like spewing out pus, and I just went to
No,
work.
no. I'm gonna cut you off there. We're done at pus. We're done at pus.
And yeah, I just grossed out everybody I worked with. That was the end of the
You
story.
just
I just
grossed out everybody
Look
who's
at this.
watching
Look
this.
at my second-degree burn. It's
We just
awful.
we just
Look
went
at
from
this, boy. It's
23
horrible.
people watching on Twitch to 20 in like just from
Oh, man, everybody's
0 to
dead.
pus. They were gone. Shifty,
I told you it
Just
was
what's the
gross.
wine?
I told you
Is
right
the
off the
wine
bat.
is the
Gross.
wine that you didn't take care of a wound and it got infected, or is the wine that you don't know how to use fireworks? Which is it?
No. Basically, after like 3 or 4 days, I didn't feel anything. It felt fine. It didn't hurt. It just-
How is this a
last night when I
complaint,
woke
though?
up, it hurt because all the nerve endings had grown back into the wound, and that was
oh no.
throbbing.
No,
red, and
we're
I'm
done.
like,
We're done. This story's done. Does anyone find this story relatable? I need a
Is
sign.
it relatable? Have you ever
Is
burned
it
yourself
relatable?
with fireworks before? 'Cause it's,
Yeah, have
it's
you
really
ever-
bad when you-
I've got a great image from the Discord, thanks to Bone Amputee.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me just throw to this.
No, I'm not saying this was all my fault, but the chances of the chances of it were pretty slim.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I need to know, chat. Is this relatable? If it is relatable, Shifty's going to get 20 points because we're in double time. If this is not relatable, now Chris, we've never talked about this. Do we double negative points in overtime, or is it just a 10?
Well, I mean, according to the chat earlier, this show, it is double negative, but I think that's a call you've got to
Double
make.
negative as far as I thought.
All right, you know what? Shifty's going double negative. It's going to be double negative if this is unrelatable. So Shifty's looking at 20 points. He's looking at negative 20 points.
Who hasn't gotten drunk and played with fireworks and gotten hurt? Come on, it
Shifty,
happens.
before you told this story, this was the best call you have ever made to Desperate Losers. And it went from the best call to maybe the worst call.
I told you it was gonna be gross. I said I thought
I know, but
anyway.
it's just not. It's not a complaint even.
You didn't even
It's.
let me get to the grossest part of it.
I don't want to. I don't want to get any further into this story. I'm helping you. I'm helping you because there's a possibility that someone will think this is relatable if I stop the story at pus. Whatever is going to happen from there on out.
I tell you about the girl I was working with, and I chased her around with my nasty finger.
No, that's a terrible. You're making the story worse, Shifty. Why would you tell this story? Why would you tell this story? Don't chase anyone around, irrespective of gender, with some gangrenous burned thumb. Like what the fuck, man?
Hey, look at it. Look at it.
Oh. I have so many. I don't even know where to begin with health advice for you, friend. Do you know what, Chris?
What?
Take away 5 points, double to 10 from Pelican yawning. Get control of your patient. This is absurd. This is absurd. Dr. Pelican, get control of this guy. He is killing himself. He is killing himself. Shifty, Liza VP saying this is an offshoot of a talk show. This is so much worse than anything I've ever seen on Maury Povich. So much worse. I'm going to assume, Chris, did anyone find this relatable?
No, everyone said that Shifty needs to brush his
Nobody's ever played
goddamn
with
teeth.
fireworks drunk before.
All right, but you know what? Hold on. Take those points away from Pelican, Chris, but give Pelican 10 points, double to 20 for dealing with Shifty as his doctor. So it's gonna zero out. It's gonna zero out.
No, I mean, I actually expected to lose on this one, so I don't.
Yeah!
I'm fine with that.
Shifty, here's a hint. Don't come in with a story you expect to lose on. Don't go to the dentist expecting to have cavities.
Were you not
Brush your
entertained?
teeth. Prepare a relatable complaint.
I think it's one of my best calls ever, and you didn't even let me finish.
It is one of your best calls ever. I agree. But I think it's going to stay one of your best calls ever because I am not letting you finish a story where you chase some poor woman around with some, mangled thumb.
Yeah.
Like, don't finish that story. That's not going anywhere good.
No. Look at my second-degree burn. Look how nasty it is.
I can't look at it, and this is a reason why we will never take video calls on this show.
Oh my God, no.
I talked to my boss about it. I talked to my other boss about it. I showed it to most of my coworkers, and most of them were like, "Yeah, that's gross."
Yeah,
Shifty, why don't you show it to a
just like,
actual doctor?
Yeah, show it to an actual doctor. Call up Pelican. Get that thumb looking.
Go to the emergency room, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm a man. Men don't go to the emergency room. We just spit on it and rinse it off with some water. It's fine.
Oh, Shifty, get out of the 1950s, man. All right, I don't want to give you anything for this. This is a huge loss.
No band-aids around here. Nobody wears band-aids.
But I cannot end this show with the bad taste in my mouth. This visual of you chasing some poor woman around with your mangled thumb. So, give me 2 numbers. And let's call it. Give me 2 numbers on Set for Life. These are Scratchingo eligible. I'm going to pick where they are. You're not going to pick where they are because I cannot reward this. We're playing for $50. We are playing for $100. Shifty, 2 numbers. What do you think they are? Chat, get them in. Help me cleanse my palate of this nightmare
Well, we gotta go with
that Shifty
18.
just jumped
I don't
onto.
see that. 18's a classic.
18 is a classic. Pooh agrees. 1 and 18 from him. Your doctor with 10 and 8.
Yawning. Every decision you're making, just do the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
a
best
good
medical
idea.
advice you've probably ever gotten.
Yeah, whatever you think is
11,
good.
11 and 18 are both great ideas.
11 and 18. That's what you're doing. All right. Let's get them in. Anybody else out there have 2 numbers for us? 1533 from Really Serial. 33. Already established Superstation in Miami. Oh, God, Shifty. Fuck. You've ruined it. You've ruined my day.
Oh, you know, I mean, I have apparently been on my best behavior today, and I'm still
This is your best behavior. Shifty, do me a favor. Do me a favor. If it's after 2 p.m., don't call.
I had to change my name, didn't I?
You did have to change your name.
Why did you have to change your name?
He got kicked off of Twitch.
For what?
Let's not get into it.
All
Let's
right.
not get into it.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
I was a bad boy, and they spanked me.
Yes, he was.
Oh,
All
God.
right. So we got those guesses in. Let's take a look. For the $50, it's a 35. Did anyone have 35, Chris?
No, we had really close to Sun King tapping into the zeitgeist, but he only got 36.
Oh, I'm not going to give Shifty a drop point. We're going regular losing horns. Let's see the last one. Shifty, it's a 33. That's going to do it for Really Serial.
Sure is.
And that's double, Chris. That's 20 points for Really Serial.
Yeah.
Where is Really Serial on the board? I feel like they must have really moved up there.
Yeah, they're in number 11.
11! Holy shit, almost in the top 10. Really Serial. Call in next time. 200 points. You'll crack that top 10 if you call in. Shifty, I can't say thank you for the call, but you're always something, man. You're
They're
always
not all
something.
winners. They can't all be winners.
They can't all be winners. It started as the biggest winner I've ever had, and it turned into something else. Thank you for calling, Shifty. Bye. Oh, God, Chris, that was awful.
That was the worst.
It was the worst. It was the worst. What did we learn today, Chris? We learned that Shifty brushes his teeth at best every other day in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Just stewing in his own filth. We learned something about a thumb that I don't want to revisit. We learned that ghosts hate teenagers. That's what my big takeaway, and that's where I'd really like everybody to focus their energy as we say goodbye, because it's so delicious to know in our heart of hearts that it's a fact. It's an established fact. Chris told us there's ghosts hate teenagers.
They need teenagers for their energy.
They hate teenagers. Thank you for watching Desperate Losers. We will send you guys to something cool after this, but we'll see you again next week. Bye.